Alright everyone, so now we've got the witch to appear, we want to try to make the witch individual. We want to make her have her own behavior so that she doesn't behave like a ghost all the time. And what we're going to do in this video is we're going to give her hit points. So my ultimate idea here is I'm going to try and get the witch to be kind of like the wizard. She's kind of like his mirror image. So like the wizard, she's going to have her own hit points. You've got to hit her a few times to get rid of her. And like the wizard, I'm going to make it so that she can fire her own little magic spell. And in this video, we're just going to do the hit points. So go to witch. And the first thing I want to do is I want to go down to hover. And I'm not sure whether we're going to keep hover. But whether we do or we don't, I want to get rid of these switch costumes. The reason these are here is they're left over from the ghost. So when the ghost hovers, it would do its woo, and it would change its graphics a little bit. And then these were here to kind of switch it back. But we're not going to have that with the witch. She doesn't change graphics, so we don't need this switch back. And it's actually going to get in the way of what we do want to do. So having removed those, I also want you to grab Spawn Witch. And I'm just going to grab it up here because I want to put it near some other things while I work on it. And on the enemies list, I want you to do one more thing. I want you to change the ghost in slot 1 to witch. And the reason I suggest doing this is temporary. But it's just so that when we start the game to playtest it, it goes straight to the witch. So we don't have to kind of cheat through levels to get through to the witch. Because now it's getting a bit onerous to keep doing that. It's getting a bit tiresome to have to keep moving through all these levels as we get more and more levels on our list. So I'm just going to put her in the first slot so she appears straight away. And then later I'm going to change that back to ghost. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give her hit points. So what that means is when she gets hit by the lightning, she doesn't disappear straight away. Now, in terms of the code, what happens is right now it says when I receive tell witch to vanish, then hide the witch and respawn the witch. Okay, but we're going to get rid of that. So this is no longer going to hide and respawn the witch. And what's going to happen instead is we're going to make a new block. I'm going to call it take damage. Okay, I'll just put that here for the moment. And then we're going to put take damage in here instead. So what happens is when she gets the signal that she's been hit, well, the signal is called tell witch to vanish. And we're going to leave it like that because this is a general signal that goes out to all the things. And we just changed that word. If you remember how we do it, it's called tell to vanish. And then we just put different things in using join. So we're just going to leave that as it is so that it kind of works with the general scheme we've set up. Even though it's not actually going to make her vanish, it's going to make her take a little bit of damage. You're going to get a point for hitting her, but she's going to just take damage instead of dying straight away. And what we're going to do is we're going to define a couple of things so that what happens is when she takes damage, she's going to remove 1 point off her health, and then she's going to change color. So we're going to go to variables. We're going to make a variable. This is going to be for my sprite only, and we're going to call it my health, which is the witch's health. Okay, and then we're going to make sure that when the witch is spawned, her health is set to 5. So she's always spawned with full health. And we also want to make sure that she's in her main costume when she starts off. So set the costume to witch. And now when she takes damage, we want to change my health by -1. And then one other thing we're going to do, you go over to looks, we're going to do this cool little effect, change color effect by 25. Now, if it doesn't already say color, you have to pick it from this menu here. So you pick color, 25 is good. Now, what this is going to do is every time you hit her, it's going to change the color of her outfit a little bit, which will be a pretty cool effect. Now, it's tempting to put this here, But in actual fact, we don't want her always to do this when she gets hit. Sometimes we want her to disappear in a puff of smoke. If she runs out of health, we want her to actually vanish. Otherwise, the wizard will just be shooting her all day and she'll just be changing color. So we need an if-then-else to test for that. If-then-else, if, grab a greater than. So if, whoops, no, let's do it, sorry, a less than. So if my health is less than 1, so if it's 0, then I want you to do what you did before, which is make me disappear and then respawn me. But otherwise, I just want you to change my color and change my health lower again. Okay, so let's see if we can try that out. So yeah, you could see her changing color, and then eventually I got rid of her. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's the effect that we wanted there. And let's leave it there, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for listening, and if you find this video useful, please hit like and subscribe.